remember Markov Manor?
Soren's place? A lot of vampires stuck in the wall?
No, Karlov Manor. You know, with investigate and disguised creatures.
Yeah.
It's amazing how magic can take one small part of such a massive plane and make it seem like everybody's a detective.
I don't know if that was all down to the scope of the set, though. Like, there were established characters that we knew that were just suddenly also detectives.
I don't think that was their job, though. That was like just what they're doing at the time.
Wait, so if I'm collecting evidence, investigating suspects in my day-to-day life, then I'm mechanically a detective, even if I'm not technically a detective as a career?
I think that's how it works, yeah.
Hey guys, I'm missing a card for my commander deck. You haven't seen any random magic cards lying around, have you?
We're on the case.
Friday nights, 5 color. Starring Graham Stark and Paul Saunders. Also starring Cameron Lauder, Kathleen DeVere, James Turner, Missy Peters, and Adam Savadan, Ben Ulmer, Benjamin Wheeler, Serge Yeager. Special guest star, Brian Lewis as the Professor. Tonight's episode, Crisis at Diego.
My name is Detective Graham Stark of the Longshot Squad, a showcase border variant of the Ravnican Agency of Magicological whatever they call it. My partner is Detective Paul Saunders, and we were on Cameron's case. So far, we had nothing, but we'd only started the investigation 23 seconds ago. Our first step was to interview the victim. What seems to be the problem?
I'm missing my witch card.
Which card?
Yes,
Which card?
correct. Baba Lysaga to be specific.
The Night Witch.
The night which it went missing.
Daytime, actually. At least I think it was. Yesterday, during a commander game.
You think that's when you last saw this card?
That's right.
Which card?
That one, yes.
Tell me about this card.
That's when you put a card from your hand into the graveyard.
And which card makes you discard?
No, the witch card draws cards.
Ah, dross cards. Phyrexian.
No thanks, I already ate.
Well, I think we've got everything we need, unless there's anything else you can tell us.
I can tell you about Warhammer lore, or theoretical chemistry, or the works of Merwin.
Anything pertaining to the case?
Oh, only that when I was looking for my card, I noticed there was grease on my cubby.
The whole country.
Food grease.
Tzatziki sauce.
Do you think that's relevant?
I hope so. If it isn't, then you shouldn't have bothered telling us.
We'll be in touch.
Thanks. And if it's not too much trouble, could I ask you to bring back the sleeve too? I don't have spares.
No promises. We didn't have anything to go on, but luckily it wasn't a long walk to the kitchen. Paul and I reviewed our notes over a snack. Coffee?
Yes, it is. We should have a think about this. Motive. Let's say you and I are in a commander game.
Okay.
You and I are in a commander game. Right. And suppose you're doing a real number on me, just demoralizing plays. I don't like that. In fact, it makes me so upset that after the game, I steal your card. Maybe it's jealousy that you have the card and I don't. Maybe this is revenge to get you back for destroying me before my deck could do its thing. Or maybe I just want to make sure that nobody ever gets hurt by your card ever again. Come on. We need to talk to the other players. Can we help you?
Oh, maybe. I'm looking for my roll of pink surveyor's tape.
I think there's about half a roll in the kitchen.
Front half or back half?
Can we ask you some questions, Missy?
Depends on the question. I have a quiz night later and I don't want any spoilers.
Cameron is missing his Baba Lysaga.
The Night Witch.
The day which it happened was yesterday, we suspect, during or soon after the commander game.
Yes, it ended up in my deck.
We didn't think you'd cooperate so easily.
Cooperate can't target the witch.
The witch... what?
Cooperate can only target instants and sorceries. Kathleen manifested Cameron's Baba Saga under her control.
She used the power of the universe's positive energy to gain control of a Magic the Gathering card?
Top card of the library face down, Graham.
But if you controlled the witch face down, then how did it end up in your deck face up, leaving Cameron down a witch and you up?
Mass mutiny. I stole a creature from everyone and eliminated Cameron from the game. He must have left his Baba Saga behind. I put it on the coffee table, assuming he'd see it.
That makes sense to me.
That checks out. Cameron can see.
James was just arriving with his lunch when I left. Maybe he knows what happened to the card.
Do you recall where he got his lunch yesterday?
Oh, yeah. You can't mistake the smell. Slippery Jake's Grease Pit and Organic Salad Bar. Tell them I say hi.
Before we tipped our hand to James, we wanted to gather some evidence, but neither of us had anything of high enough mana value in our graveyards, so we had to do it the old-fashioned way, by looking around. We searched the moon-based lobby like irresponsible geocachers, randomly and with no regard for property. We investigated Cameron's cubby, but someone had gotten there before us. The place was ransacked. Whoever had done it didn't even seem to know what they were looking for, but everything was covered with the unmistakable saccharine stench of Slippery Jake's Grease Pit and Organic Salad Bar. You'll never think of a carrot the same way after you get a deep whiff of Slippery Jake's. We brought James in for questioning.
All right, James. You're not leaving this room until we get this thing figured out.
Nobody leaves and nobody comes in. Hey, it's starting now.
Also, I'm gonna leave so I can watch objectively through the one-way glass.
Starting now. Can we get a quick league game in? I'm in the middle of an investigation.
It's your last chance before the week resets.
Hell. Fine, but no listening in. You, tell us about the cubbies. Why did you have it in for them?
I'll happily tell you about the cubbies, but not under duress.
I'll show you duress. Let's see that hand.
Left hand or right hand?
Don't play dumb with me.
I was just deciding whether to respond or not, jeez.
Cards on the table.
Not a chance.
You've got to give me something.
Duress says non-creature, non-land.
I failed to find them.
And I failed to find a reason for me being here.
Don't you care about justice?
From Ice Age?
A man lost a magic card today.
You said failed to find.
Fine, yes, I messed with the cubbies, but not on purpose.
Go on.
Finally, untap, draw.
I mean, yes, I shifted the cubby unit on purpose, but I didn't mean for everything to fall over.
Feeling better?
Why?
It pumps my other soldiers.
God, I lost my lucky coin down the side of the cubbies.
How'd you manage that?
The plains and a Seachrome coast. Pass to you.
Move to combat.
Is that a threat?
He doesn't have any creatures.
All right, now I'll tell you everything. Look, I knew the card was Cameron's and didn't want to get a bunch of Slippery Jake's pit grease all over it, so I moved it to his cubby and only got a little grease on it. And the cubby. And my own lucky coin, which fired out of my hand and slipped down the back of the unit, so I had to try to move it, but the whole thing tipped forward and dumped out everyone's cubbies. I didn't know who all the cards belonged to, so I just left it in a big greasy pile, out in the open for somebody else to deal with. Is it morally wrong? Probably. But legally, nobody will convict me. No hotshot detective, and certainly no...
Judge!
Hi, how can I help?
My opponent's been holding priority at the beginning of the combat step for an entire monologue.
That is slow play. I need you to take a game action, please.
Damn.
That is a sorcery. You're going to get a games rule violation.
Can I go, please?
Yes, James, thank you. You've been a big help.
That is outside assistance. You're going to get a match loss.
Thanks for the games, Graham.
Paul, you can stop objectively observing now.
You can see through that glass, can't you?
Not if you close your eyes.
So you didn't
See you lose a fight with a length of coaxial cable? No.
Good.
James says he left a pile of greased up cards in the lobby, but doesn't have any evidence to support his claims.
Does this help? It's a pile of greasy sleeves I found in the recycling.
Why did you take them out of there?
They don't go to recycling and I'm a rascal?
Well, thank you.
We'll take it from here to a different place.
All right, Kathleen. Explain this.
Well, how much do you want to know?
Everything.
Designed in 1993 by Richard Garfield, Magic the Gathering was the first trading card game. You are a planeswalker.
Explain these greasy sleeves.
The sleeves are to keep the grease on the outside of the sleeves.
And do you have anything to do with these sleeves specifically?
I found a bunch of cards in a pile on the floor, all in different sleeves, and I couldn't tell them apart, so I did the only thing I could think to do. I unsleeved them all, picked them up, and then put them in the Moonbase Shash box, so it'd be somebody else's problem.
I see.
Manipulator? No, it's not in my deck. Why? Do you think it's an include?
It's an artifact.
Look, do you two want the real tea?
Yes.
Great. This is an Earl Grey, and this is again my cha.
Thank you.
Now, do you mind if I dish?
Please, go ahead.
Great. This has been backing up. Now, can I interest you in a hot tip?
Sure.
Yes.
Here you go. Smoked brisket. But be careful. It's spicy.
Delicious. But do you have any information?
Oh, if that's all you wanted, yes. You two are barking down the wrong alley. You should be talking to the Aki Hermit, gives a knowing wink.
The Aki Hermit? You mean...
Yes, both of them.
We have to go.
Check, please.
All right, so I got maid service, dishwashing, tea for 2, spicy brisket tip, spicy info, 78.35 plus tip.
Where don't you work?
You want the machine?
Put it on my tab. I'm not ashamed to admit that I didn't know what a tab was or how it worked, but telling people to put things on mine has worked well so far, even though my mortgage broker keeps telling me to stop. What I did know is that we were close. So close to closing this case I could smell it, like the perfume of a femme fatale or the unctuous musk of Slippery Jake's coiled sausage. It was right under our noses.
Ben and Ben. Is that right?
Well, it's your right. It's my left. And call me Wheeler.
A wheeler, eh?
A fan of Wheel of Fortune, is it?
Wheel and deal?
Wheel of Fate?
Why so interested in draw sevens?
I like drawing cards.
Curious.
I think most people enjoy drawing cards.
Oh, do they? Show us some of yours.
Sure. Here's a brushwag. And here's a bump in the night. And this is a myriad landscape I drew earlier today. I like the happy little tree.
I have to admit, he's got us there.
You're right. That tree has never known sadness.
I apologize, Benz. Wanting to draw cards is not inherently suspicious. We were mistaken.
Well, there are no mistakes, only happy accidents.
Happy accidents, like Cameron's card being shuffled into someone else's deck, then left on the coffee table, placed in his cubby, dumped out of his cubby, gathered into a pile, then sorted into the LRR employee grab box that you administrate. That kind of happy accident?
Well, I don't even know what card you're talking about. Which card?
The very same.
Baba Lazaga!
Oh, the Night Witch!
It was 3 p.m.
Wait, this card?
Which card?
This card? I found it in a long box in the entertainment unit.
Dude, those are for Lure employees only.
Oh, sorry. I haven't been hanging out here for that long, so I just thought you were supposed to take one. You know, like the candies in the dish at a restaurant or turtles at the pond at the park.
I don't think you're supposed to take those.
But if I don't, what am I going to feed all my turtles?
He makes a great point.
Looks more like a fist to me, but you are a better judge of these things. Wheeler apologized for the confusion, surrendered Cameron's card, and made a promise to never accidentally steal one of our cards again. Here you are.
Thank you both.
I'm afraid your sleeve didn't make it.
It's a good thing you like resleeving 100-card decks so much.
I really don't.
Another case solved. Though, I wonder.
What's that?
Don't you have cameras everywhere? Couldn't we have just gone to the tape and found exactly where Cameron's card was?
I don't record surveillance of everybody without their permission. That would be unethical.
Right. We're only pretending to be the police. Separately from our take, so that we're not relying on two different things at once. We do our take with all the dialogue, and then, without moving the tripod, we also have Paul separately doing the physical stuff through the window, and then we can composite them together.
Oh, okay.
So that we don't have to make sure that we're
insane.
everyone's nailing everything.
Yes.
Yeah. My thought was that you can sort of start there and be watching, and then be like, oh, I should do this. And then you end up like fighting more and more with it, and then potentially even like falling off shot.
Right.
And then we can cut there and like
and have
actually coil you up, and then have you like come back up into shot completely encased in the cord, but we just cut out the bit in between so it looks like it's all happening very quickly.
I was thinking about that because like that's always how they do that, where it's like somebody's fighting with something, cut away, cut back,
and it's escalated,
defeated.
Yeah.
So
probably will have you like somehow get back up and then move around a bit more, and then I guess fall again, and then somehow like I guess pop up a second time with like a perfectly coiled cable.
please let me know if this is uncomfortable. Nope, it's fine. Graham?
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah? Alright, do you want to sit down?
So
Then I guess you get on your knees.
Is this below shot?
Is he out of shot?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Planes to the Seachrome Coast, pass to you.
Excellent.
cut.
And
Yeah.
just drop everything off.
Sure.
All right, and can you step out of that?
You guys really suck at tying people up. You know that?
Here. Look, man, we're sysadmins, not kidnappers.
Yeah. How do you feel about your role in this play? Pretty good. This is like the first thing I've filmed for Friday nights. So, yeah. If the entire thing is like this, and it's great. No lines, just jumping around. I'm happy.